How do I say goodbye to what we had?
The Woody Show.
All right, some of the after-hours voicemails that you guys have been leaving. 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. Let's see. Oh, this one is for Greg. Uh-oh. Something happened with her.
Hey, Woody Show. I love you guys so much. I have a story that I thought Greg might like. So the other day, I was getting out of the shower, and I've got 2 towels. So one's for my hair. It's like smaller. It's more absorbent. So I wrap that around my head first, and then I grab my bath towel, and I dry off my body, wrap that around, grab some lotion that's nearby, put it on my arms, legs, all that stuff. And then I go and I step in front of the vanity that's got the mirror, and I see that there's like something funky on my hair towel. So I step closer to the mirror, and it takes me about 0.4 seconds to realize that it's a cockroach on my head, on my hair towel. And the scream I scrumped just reminded me of like when Greg thinks about or hears about or sees bugs. And I damn near dislocated my shoulder, whacking the towel off my head, and that son of a bitch went scurrying. But every time I think about it now, I'm just like, first of all, how did he hang on to the towel like through the rack? And then he was just sitting there, just right above my head while I was drying off and lotioning, and it makes me want to puke, but it made me think of Greg, and I just thought that you guys would think that was funny. Anyway, me love. Bye.
Bye. You know she has to shave her head now.
No, she has to move, too.
She has to cut her head off.
You have to move, shave your head, set the place on fire.
You're going to need new towels.
Go to counseling.
Obvious. That's the beginning.
Yep. Have you been trapped in the house recently, Greg?
Get medication.
You had spiders and other well, not spiders, but lesser things keep you in the house.
There was a praying mantis at one point that Greg saw as he was walking to the front door, and then didn't use the front door for how many days?
At least a week.
Oh my God.
I would go through the garage. I was held hostage recently by what I call a locust. I think it's some sort of grasshopper or cricket thing.
They're known to kill people.
But they're like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches long.
Yep. Yeah, they'll stab you in your sleep.
Oh my God. So the only thing I had at my disposal was weed killer. And it's been one of those like massive buckety things with the squirt thing. So I squirted it from a distance. Didn't do anything. This thing was
instantly
impervious to it. So then I used the pool net, and I extended it so it was like 20 feet long and just shoved it into the pool and then scooped it up.
Oh, my God.
I love when Greg tells a story sometimes, and he starts, because he can't describe or doesn't know what things are, the buckety thing.
Right.
Or he'll say the gray, like, internet-y thing.
Okay.
Like, it's just the way he did,
But, like, it has a handle. It's like a giant
It's the buckety thing.
Jug of,
we know what you mean.
Of weed killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did feel guilty about that one.
Well,
because it was just doing a bug thing outside, but it was impeding my progress from leaving my home.
After hours voicemail, 877-44-WOODY. This guy is upset with somebody on the show.
Hey, Woody Show, I ain't drunk yet, but I just was listening to Friday's podcast. You doing the Alma station for Old Vaughn there. But T-Bass is such a bitch. He can't even see that you brought in a freaking Alma station. Oh, he got to worry about, is there ventilation? Ventilation. What are we going to do about that? What's he's such a pussy. Love you guys. You can use Seabass, but jumping. Just enjoy the Alma station.
Good point.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it because I'm worried I'm going to get suffocated. I'm worried about it just because that's basic like kitchen etiquette, like to have ventilation for something that's burning.
Well, we did open the doors.
Right.
I think, and it worked out fine. We made it work. It did smell so good in here.
It was very nice.
Yeah,
man, was that good? And we're gonna have him back. Chef Solomon's gonna be coming back.
They have vents in kitchens for a reason, bud. So.
We have a standing monthly visit. And he's going to make different things. It might be omelet station. It could be, like you said, French toast. Or it could be
crepes.
Yeah.
Or
savory crepes.
Or different things.
Surf and turf.
After hours voicemail, 877-44-WOODY. This was the follow-up. We had the question that Greg brought up about pap smears.
Yeah, what the hell are they?
Trying to ask the ladies on the show. And talking about how that's not even the most uncomfortable thing that women go through. It's the IUDs. The IUDs are the most uncomfortable thing. This woman calling the After Hours voicemail.
Hey, Woody Show, long-time listener. I was listening to the recent podcast about the pap smear and the IUD birth control. Well, I actually had the IUD after I gave birth to my son, and about after 5 years, we're supposed to get it replaced. Went to try to get it replaced. They could not find it. Had to make another appointment. They went up in there, digged around for it, and when they found it, it came out sideways. They found it sideways. And it was not the best experience, and it's sometimes tough to be a woman. So, yeah, it sucked. So, Mila, bye.
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 Heard nothing but bad things about those.
Yeah, under no
Surprised anybody still
circumstances.
uses them.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
guess if you're
optional. Don't do it.
But I guess if you're forgetful
Yeah.
and you can't remember to take the pill,
Get it in
Yeah,
there.
there's other
Forget
things
it.
you can do, like get put in your arm, and there's other
Implants.
options.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like going deep inside there is not the most convenient
I know.
option.
yeah. After Hours voicemail 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. This one, some feedback on a couple of people on the show.
So this is Emily, longtime listener, and I'm listening to the podcast from Friday, February 7th. Just listening to how Bort gives his quote-unquote feedback and how disrespectful he is just trying to give this feedback. And it brought me to a conclusion, an insight that I thought you guys might like, which is that Bort hates Seabass so much because Seabass is the only match for Bort's giant ego. And Bort is so much more annoying than Seabass.
Yeah, that's true.
And it makes me want to like Seabass more,
Good idea.
which is annoying, just to be anti-Bort. So, yeah, that's my thought.
Okay.
Seabass, was that your
All right.
mom?
Yeah, it's weird because he's got that burner phone that he's texting
Yeah.
in now. And
Now he
he's
does
got like
voice-
some kind of voice
voice
What
manipulation.
voice changer.
are these conspiracies you guys have?
Oh, yeah.
Let's stick to the message of this. Of that.
this
Yeah.
is Carol.
So her thought is that the reason that Bort hates Seabass so much is because they are both egomaniacs.
Just ego.
Yeah.
Is that what they're
Sounds
saying?
like
I never
Raging
clocked
ego.
Bort for that.
Yeah,
Me
no,
neither.
He's a loser and annoying. She got that right, but the egomaniac thing.
Bite
is,
me, tool.
Yeah. Oh,
there
and he's
you
great at comebacks too.
No, I would never in a million years describe Bort as an egomaniac.
Not
No,
even close.
no.
Yeah, this woman's dead wrong.
She
I mean,
was-
he might end up being like a mass shooter or something.
Yeah, but he'll be pushed
Nah,
to it.
I don't like guns.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm okay. He'll be the person behind a mass casualty.
I mean,
Like when
one
when
casualty.
the radio station burns down.
Just the one casualty.
I would call it vengeance for everybody that's ever worked here and has had to deal with Seabass.
Yeah, because
That's
I'm
what I'm
such a
looking for.
jerk.
but
You
like
are
you're
a total jerk.
but you're but I'm saying but your anger or your hostility isn't just. I mean, we hear about it when it comes to Seabass a lot, but you do have some other like hostilities. There are some times where I'm like, man, he is the nicest, sweetest guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But man, when he's on a tear, you
Step
are
back.
you are somewhat scared. You're like, man, he's
Scary.
because you know what it is. Bort, you're either gonna have a heart attack or you're gonna pop.
Yeah, well, I mean, my patience level is at a 0 for almost everything these days, especially considering my life living situation of the last 2 years was abysmal, terrible, the worst. No
Yeah, but it's good now.
consideration. Yes, but still,
It's great
you have
now.
you have 2 years
PTSD?
worth of mental
Yeah.
problems that you have to get through, and when you deal with that in a living situation, you come here and you deal with it. Egomaniac like Seabass, who is so confident in everything that he does when he's obviously wrong.
Don't know when that's happened.
Man, you know
I mean,
that
the evidence would be good.
I've said it. That balcony is right there, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
HR, that's a threat of violence.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's for entertainment purposes, right? Didn't you say that?
That wasn't very
multiple
entertaining.
times? It
That's
was
that's for a bit. We're gonna do Woody Show base jumping.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
bounce.
Can you survive 45 feet?
Yeah,
bounce,
It's called, it's called the Suge Knight Challenge.
Oh yeah. What was your idea? We talked about it. We never got around the spring fling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
Sammy had an idea in one of our brainstorming meetings in the office.
Yeah, to throw stuff off that balcony and see if it bounces.
Yes!
I applaud it.
Just because Greg and I, for years, have always thrown stuff off the balcony.
Yes. And I
Ooh.
want to make a whole TV network called
Yeah,
the
where you
Rip,
throw things
Rip
off
Network
buildings.
and throw stuff off buildings in slow motion,
And
which they
Bort
did on Letterman.
Is simply suggesting that we start with Seabass. Am I hearing that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and even better, let's use Seabass's Cybertruck as the base because it's obviously one of the most amazing vehicles ever
It's
created, right?
indestructible.
Exactly. Let's see if Seabass can bounce off the Cybertruck.
Oh, so in other words, would the Cybertruck survive sea bass falling on it from a distance of
How big of a dent?
four or
It's
five
science.
stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would bounce right off. Yeah. Indestructible.
I guess that's
exactly.
I mean, that's the experiment, I guess.
Right. Well, yeah,
I like it.
we could throw lots of things onto the Cybertruck. And then
see
the big
if it
finale
Ooh.
is sea bass.
I mean,
Yeah.
they just replaced with the board in my studio. How about we throw that on it?
Yeah, just to see if it
The
bounces.
Cybertruck
still
did
here.
save lives in Las Vegas. Let's not forget that.
The original plan was to open up phones for open phones today, but I don't even remember what we got deep into Cybertruck talk. That's what it was.
Right.
Oh.
I'm like, what threw us off schedule so much that we were so late this hour? It always happens.
So good. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the after hours voicemails, which of course, anytime this weekend, if there's something you want to tell us about, you don't have to wait. That's my new thing, man. I leave myself voice messages and
You
text
do?
messages
Yeah.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll write stuff
That's
down.
what singers and stuff would do back in the day.
Yeah, if they like got a
can-
lyric or an idea for a song. Yeah, so if you have something like that, you can always leave it for us on the After Hours voicemail. Same number that you called during the show, 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. Or on social media. Find us, follow us, leave us some comments and stuff there. You can find us there at The Woody Show. Here's another one. This is a relatively new listener who has an idea of something he'd like to hear on the show going forward.
Hey, it's Devin from Joshua, Texas. So I constantly listen to y'all while I'm at work. I deliver for Amazon, and I love y'all. Y'all are all amazing, from Woody to Seabass, which is usually everybody's bottom list, but I love Seabass. He's hilarious. But anyways, I was calling to say that on the Crossroads, how there's someone who always puts reply requested. Y'all never post a reply. Can y'all not reply to that? Or what's up? I would love to hear y'all's replies, especially Greg's reply. So get back to us on that. Come on, guys. Love y'all. Me love.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So, but here's my question.
I don't think it's understanding.
Yeah.
Isn't the addressing it on the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the reply.
Right.
I don't get it.
I mean, that's a very
It's peak reply.
Yeah.
it's a very wide reply.
Yeah,
We're
and-
putting out to everybody.
And Greg does personally reply sometimes, like
Yeah.
On the Greg's Immature replies.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
if there's
Not
one
to the
specific,
Crossroads.
sometimes if there's one specific. I know I've given one of them to Menace. Like, here,
Yeah, you'll
write
forward
back.
them over
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
say, hey,
Yeah.
Menace's
get
new
back to
thing,
this person.
as we learned this week, is he doesn't even get on people's house anymore. As far as
Yeah.
like send them a picture of their house, he'll just go on their LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And contact
Hit them
them
up.
directly.
Oh, can I tell you about another thing that I'm doing?
Quickly, yes.
A quick email hack that I've been doing in the office, because there'll be like some information I need to distribute to a ton of people at the same time. And everybody loves the reply all everything, and then
yeah.
like
Hate
all
it.
the information gets buried. So within the information I go, and just remember, anybody that does reply all is a nerd. Right?
Oh, burn.
Wow,
Dude,
sick.
and
That'll
it's
show 'em.
working. No one
Whoa,
does it
bro,
anymore.
sick.
Wow,
And
pretty
if they
good.
have a question, they just hit me up directly.
There should be something when you draft an email and it's going out to a mailing list of some kind, unless there's something specifically that would, whatever reply they would have would apply to everybody. You should be able to disable reply all. So if someone goes to reply
Oh,
all,
yeah.
It won't
Yeah.
work.
it won't work.
That'd be
a good
great.
I
idea.
mean, that's what I do a lot with BCC, a blind carbon copy, and so that they don't see who else it goes to. So that's one version.
But if they did,
Okay.
but they can still hit reply all.
Text your brag like Seabass over to 22987. Say hi to Lee. Is it Lee or Leah?
Leah.
Leah.
Hey, good morning, Leah. And, brag like Seabass. What do you got?
Probably not your typical brag, but I am very excited to be back at work. I have a chronic illness, and it was dismissed for 24 years. I was on disability for 7, and pushing and advocating and getting these doctors to listen. I'm finally back at work full time, providing
Awesome.
for myself and my kids. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
I just
great.
want to encourage others to continue to fight for yourself and advocate for yourself. And these doctors don't know everything, and you know yourself. So you can get back to work, and I just want to encourage somebody else to do the same.
That's
So,
a great
like,
brag.
Nice.
Chronic illness, is it something that you can live with and just treat and have like a normal life otherwise, now that you figured out what it is and you're getting your whatever medication or treatment for it?
There's no treatment. I have muscular dystrophy, and it's a very
Oh.
complex, rare condition
Right.
called FSHD. It's a community that's not well known,
and doctors are just now doing a lot more research in the field. But myself, and I passed it on to my daughters, it's a family disease. And so just fighting for yourself so that your future generations will get the care they're supposed to get.
Yeah.
And having a good pain management doctor. I have almost no pain now, but I lived with such severe pain I couldn't work as a nurse, and I'm back working
That's awesome.
6 days a week as a registered nurse, and
It's great.
couldn't be happier.
I'm sorry what you're going through, and to get there to figure it out, what a pain in the ass and literal pain and everything else.
Long
But man,
process.
now that you're back, I'm glad you're in a good headspace. And
Yeah.
Leah, thank
I
you
know
so
I went
much.
through all that.
Appreciate
Thank
you listening
so
to Woody's
much.
show.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Let's go to how about Jasmine? Good morning, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, team. I just want to send congratulations and continual healing to Leah. That's a big deal to return to work. I am calling to brag about my kiddos. We're wrapping up the year, school year. They're currently in 6th and 3rd grade, so they're being promoted to 7th and 4th grade, thankfully, and they're intelligent and capable. And I recently became a single mother after 18 years of a relationship, so it's a big deal that I haven't had any complaints from the teachers, all good things.
Lucky.
And one of my one of my kids has an orchestra concert today, and then my son, he's an ambassador, a straight A student. So I'm just super grateful and happy that I am where I am and I can provide for my kids and offer them a safe space to continue thriving.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, in dealing with and trying to balance the whole, when the kids get older, and you'll see now that your kid's getting into 7th grade, like the school wants you to take more of a hands-off approach when it comes to following up on homework and doing things, because they're trying to teach them responsibility. They're responsible for their homework and know what it is, and know when these tests are and how to study. Like, you should have that by 7th grade, at least have the idea of how to do it. And it's going to be on you and not your parents holding their hand and things like that, which is easier said than done. But Jasmine, you got kids on the rails. Enjoy it while you're in the moment.
Yeah. Quick question, Jasmine.
Thank you so much.
Does your friends call you Jazzy?
Jazzy, jazz, a whole bunch of list of things. Yes.
Yep. All right. Well, Jasmine, thank you for the call. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
There was this woman who worked at that hammer and nails place that I'm going to for all the haircuts and beard trim and stuff. She was fantastic. Her name was Jazzy. Well, she went by Jazzy.
Yeah,
and then she left. She moved.
Oh no. Yeah, I worked with a Jasmine, and we all called her Jazzy.
Yeah.
Is that the modern day lingo? What do you get promoted from 6th grade to 7th grade?
Well, because it's not a graduation.
No, it's not. But I mean,
it's a promotion.
Just say, going into 7th grade.
But it's a ceremony. They do a promotion
Because
ceremony.
it generally means a different school.
That's because my daughter, she's being promoted into junior high, right? So there's a thing, and it's not like there's no gowns or anything
she
like
got
that.
The promotion.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Promotion.
At my 6th grade graduation, we sang "Boys to Men" at the end of the road.
Such a big deal.
How do I say goodbye to yesterday?
Yeah.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad.
And so we take with me the memories
to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That felt good.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Kick ass.
You're now promoted.
Speaking of promotion, say hi to Juan. Hey, good morning, Juan.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Juan. Brag like Seabass.
Oh, I would like to brag, but first of all, I would like to say if I cut it off, it's because I'm entering Utah on the 70 because of my promotion.
Oh, yeah?
I get to drive cross country and make more and work less.
Making more and working less.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Good for you.
That's awesome. That's the dream.
Right?
Yeah, man. Super.
do it.
Or how about to
This
work,
is,
not work at
this is
all? And still money comes in.
We're getting there.
Dumb money.
Yeah, mailbox money, as we've brought up before. So you're driving cross country. So how often are you away from home?
Tuesday through Friday morning.
Oh, okay. And then
So I'll be home in a couple hours.
but you're home every week. That's cool.
Yeah, I get the weekends home and just work 3.5 days and make more than I was working 6 days.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Juan, thank you for the call. I appreciate you listening to the Woody Show. Let's say hi to Rowan. Hey, good morning, Rowan.
Rowan.
Howdy.
Howdy. Brag like Seabass. What do you got?
Yeah, so I do axe throwing leagues in Richardson, Texas. And last year, 2 of my friends made it to the World Championship in Wisconsin. I can actually beat both of them.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty rare that I do, but I can beat both of them.
Yeah. So you think you're badass.
Yeah.
But, that's
Well,
why you go
I
to these
mean,
tournaments, but
not to brag, but
yeah.
apparently we're going to be doing some axe throwing in Alaska.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So
Lucky.
That's cool. All right, Rowan, thank you for the call. I appreciate you listening to the Woody Show. This one, 504, I got my teeth fixed last week. Brand new smile, and damn, I'm actually a pretty good-looking guy.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, that's awesome.
909, my family's going to Hawaii on Sunday. We are flying first class for the first time ever. After years of working hard and saving money.
Make it rain.
That's awesome. That'll change your life.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope
you're
from
never
there.
going back.
You're not. Yeah.
Yep.
You're like, oh.
Brag like Seabass, my partner just got a new job for new indie paper companies as a senior IT infrastructure operations administrator for
so easy.
$130,000 a year.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a good career.
Yeah, 949. I just got married and a promotion at work and finally got a new phone. I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, that's
You got
fantastic.
everything.
Nice.
Yeah, Norma says they're going on a week-long. Oh, here we go. Week-long cruise to Alaska. Going in a couple weeks. Excited
idea.
because it's my first true vacation. And yes, I got the drink package.
You gotta get the drink package.
Have to. By law, you
Yeah.
have to.
Oh, here you go. Oh,
mandatory.
babe, 702. I'm proud to be getting married to this beautiful woman.
Aww.
Oh, babe. 951.
Oh.
I just paid off my credit card and I'm closing that bitch.
Oh, that's the
Nice.
best.
Hell yeah.
Well, Dave,
Can I brag like Seabass real fast? I just got all my grades from the last year.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And?
for me, this is huge.
Yeah.
All A's and B pluses.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm very proud of myself.
Congrats.
That's cool. So
Because that's not how I used to roll.
yeah, and also doing that with a full-time job.
Full-time job, full-time kid.
Right.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
All those papers you wrote.
Oh, God, there were
that
so
you just
many.
love doing.
I had to figure out PowerPoint. I've never even seen PowerPoint before.
Yeah. Menace, brag like Seabass.
I'm just bragging because, and you're not gonna like this one, Greg.
Oh, no.
I love that we have a lot of travel coming up,
Yeah.
and
Ooh,
even
some
on
plane
top
rides.
of all of our work travel, which I'm
Yeah.
really excited about. After that, I'm gonna go to Milan and then the French Riviera, and then I'm gonna go
Riviera's?
to a F1 race that I'm really excited about.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
And
Nice.
don't be jealous. After that, Sammy getting to see Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
Wow.
Seabass, brag like Seabass.
Well, a lot of you have been texting in every day. Seabass, what happened to the Cartnarks Facebook page? Well, finally, just a few days ago, it came back. Was it gone? How? Why? Yeah, Cartnarks got taken off Facebook because of drug-related activity.
What?
And promoting drug because
Because it
narcs.
says narc?
Never mind that it had been on for 5 years, had like 700,000 followers. Forget that. Some moron or some computer, I should say, at Facebook said nope. Took me 6 months of doing what Menace says, going on LinkedIn, emailing everybody that had Facebook, and there no help there. I just subscribed to their like premium service, no help there for like 6 or 7 times, and finally, after like 50 times, I got it back. So you can watch Cartnarks on Facebook, and I got like 150,000 new Instagram followers.
Hell yeah.
Out of nowhere, so we're doing pretty hot.
That's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
That's hot.
That is hot.
That's
pretty
so
hot.
Pretty hot.
Hot.
Wait, so it
hot.
really was just the word narc?
Literally, that's you've violated community standards. Community standards for. I would send them a message, and they'd say, "Yeah, we checked. That's correct." I'm like, no, it's not.
Oh my god.
Brag like Seabass, 877-44-WOODY.